Morning everybody, welcome back to episode 17 of my FIFA 19 Fulham career mode. So obviously in the last episode we did play a couple of games. We did play in the last episode, I can't remember who we played now, we played two games actually. An FA Cup game against Millwall, which is 1-2-1. Scoreline looks quite like it was quite a tight game, but it really wasn't. And we drew 1-1 with West Ham. So moving into this next episode, we do have two games coming up, well three here in the space of a week really. So it's Chelsea at home, followed by Brighton at home, and also Leicester away in the week, because we got through to the next, into the quarter-final of the FA Cup, which means we'll be facing Manchester United before we do round off March with Southampton away and Man City at home. So it's quite a busy March for us, and then going into April, another five or so games there. So penultimate month, the series is nearly coming to an end, the season is nearly coming to an end in fact. So we'll have to make a few rotations I think for the next couple of games, which will be interesting, but I'm more than happy of doing that. Home to Chelsea next, they're sitting third, sorry, only sitting just a couple of spaces behind us, or literally below us in the table. Actually, team manager, I'm going to change the captaincy quickly, roles. Who deserves the armband? Who's been playing well? Give it to Mawson. Right, okay. I will go up to Ultimate, probably, I don't know. We'll see how we go in this game. I think if we were to beat Chelsea, then I'll upgrade to Ultimate for the rest of the episode. But for the time being, I'm satisfied with how we're going so far in the series on Legendary. We're not exactly destroying teams. I mean, we'd sit in second. The recent episodes we've uploaded on my channel have probably suggested we're probably going to destroy them here, but we really ain't. I mean, it's just a whole different like ball game, really. Right, okay. Chelsea at home, West London derby, fair on the menu.
It is a great fixture with a wonderful history, and the usual hype has been building all week long. The stadium is full, and the fans are
like a little graphic, the Mitrovic getting the ball and that little one in the middle type of like drill and celebrating there. That's quite cool. I like that. Right, okay. All jokes aside, it's back to league business now before we venture into the cup in a couple of games' time. A murky Craven Cottage is the scene today. Packed out Craven Cottage. Should be a full house. Chelsea sold their allocation. First start for Zivkovic as well, I forgot to mention. He's there. These two are at it again. I don't know if they're friends or something. I really don't know. So I guess so. People probably look at me and think, what a weirdo, I'm talking about that. But each to their own, I suppose.
A lot of instability, haven't they? A lot of change.
Right, I'm trying to think who's starting for Chelsea. It looks like that's Kepa in goal with Azpilicueta at centre half with David Luiz there. Felipe Luiz at the back there. This bloke's taking selfies all over the place. He's taking selfies with the bloke who roll behind him and everything. This back geezer in the shirt and that. He thought in better weather he'd be wearing something a bit better than that, but he's taking selfies with the bloke next to him. He's taking selfies with the bloke behind him. He's taking selfies with the manager of the dugout next. He's all action Jackson with his camera, that bloke, and I suppose it's the modern day football fan, innit? I can't talk and that. I'm always with my camera down at a football game, so. Chelsea's lineup is as follows: Kepa in goal, Sidibe, David Luiz, Azpilicueta, Felipe Luiz. I thought that was who that Sidibe was. Loftus-Cheek starts, okay, with Conte and Jorginho in the midfield, with a front three of Willian, Jonas, who scored that trick against us in the Carabao Cup, and Eden Hazard. Right, okay. Pitch looks a bit of a heavy pitch today as well. It's taken quite a lot of rainfall, and you can see it's not. The ball's not moving as nice as we probably would have hoped it to. It's holding up quite poorly. It's a good ball and it's a good start from us. Oh, Dig Seri. Oh, it's going to be quite a heavy game. I think the pitch, as we could see earlier on, it said it's cutting up quite a lot. So just making sure my team, again, it does that stupid thing with my players where it just mucks them about and changes them. So we're changing back over, so they're all on the right side there. No mucking about.
What we've got here is a chance for
it's a terrible touch from Timothy.
Team to do the double over their
the tackle well covered.
Yeah, they made a statement, Martin, didn't they, with that earlier win?
Oh my God, look at our defending. We're not defending like Man United here.
Well, the kind of save you make after training every day for that kind of situation from close range.
That was literally defending a lot. Man United defended at the London Stadium against them.
Down by the River Thames, Fulham going well so far. The league table.
Well, we're well past the halfway mark in this season, aren't we? And they've still got a great chef
To take the lead.
Oh, we scored! Get in there! It's a great finish. Who's buried that? Is it Harry Winks? It is Harry Winks. Come on. Fulham 1-0 against Chelsea. Come on. Go on the Winks. That's a great finish there. West London looks like we're going to have to go up to Ultimate in the next episode. The selfie boys are at it there. Look, they're quite a popular figure amongst us. Supporting camera. Good cross in. Mitrovic tries to flick it on there. It comes to Winks. He drills it in. Kepa should be saving that, I feel. But it's hit with so much power that Kepa probably just can't keep it out. He gets a firm glove to it. Winks his first goal in the Fulham shirt, and we do take the lead 1-0. So we've been quite patchy in the last couple of games. I think it's been 2 draws, so I wouldn't say we've been great over the past couple of games. Like, we struggled against Spurs, we've lost there, you know. So I think Spurs are one of the few teams that actually did a double over us this season. So it just shows you that we've lost our fair share of games as well as winning them. So we've not been like unrealistic walk in the league, because it's been quite a tough challenge. Willian goes for a shot there, comes to no avail there. Actually, the pitch is looking quite poor, and it's only 20 minutes in, and it's already starting to kick up quite poorly. Risky stuff out from the back there. Bloody hell, it's got to be switched on here if we want to try and get anything out of this game. Right, Zivkovic.
Now a chance to get a bit of width into this attack. Winks trying to pick out.
Not a bad ball in, but we go past the main man, Mitrovic there.
Hazard read that well with the interception. Can find some space here on the flanks. And he takes it on with a shot at goal here. This is a good opportunity to put the ball into the penalty area now. The shot's off.
Seri! Oh, that was a good little build-up play there. We worked that ball really nicely across the box there. Played some nice little stuff across the front there. I'll tell you what, we're pretty much all over Chelsea here. It's been quite a surprise. Like, when we played Tottenham as well, I thought they were better than Chelsea. It shows you how average Chelsea have been so far this season, well, particularly in the game. But they're not great, are they? Not the pass we probably wanted to make there. But
nice bit of interplay between these two.
Nice try from Harry Winks there.
The good thing about these pitches these days, even when we're getting rain.
Well, Eden Hazard on the ball. He's been quite quiet so far, and I don't.
It does.
He's been very quiet.
It means the ball moves so fast across the surface.
He's like a magnet with the ball. He's like round like fly around shit, isn't he?
Felipe Luis.
Oh God, what are we doing, keeper?
Typical of football, isn't it? How have they done that? There was no way it seemed that they were going to equalise.
It's my fault there. I kind of called Rico out to try and get to the cross. He's caught in no man's land, and Loftus-Cheek over.
They just allowed the scorer in. And
it's poor marking, isn't it, really? I mean, I don't know what I'm doing there. I've called my keeper out. I shouldn't have called him out. I called him out, but I didn't call him. I don't know. Like, it's just one of those things, I suppose, isn't it? Look, it's a great leap in the end from Loftus. He's got an empty net, and whoever we got in goal, Rico, there's nowhere near it, is he? So. Get out of the way, referee, you twat. Fucking hell, move out the way, you dickhead. Dickhead, get out the bloody way. Bloody balls that move right up for me there.
That's a great interception.
Idiot. Good hold up from Mitrovic.
Probing pass.
Oh, poop. Hazard's in. Good block. That's didn't dip in. Oh, that's not.
See the deflection there.
I'll tell you what, we've got to be careful here. Like, we've started the half off really well, and all of a sudden they got that goal and they're back right in it again.
Oh, that's good defending.
We do head that away, but we've just got to switch on here because Chelsea are going to come at us from all angles here. Conte, just got to stand our ground here. Stand our ground. Oh.
That is quite a wild effort.
It's going to be potentially 3 draws in a row, and I think if that's the case, then we've got to be careful because the teams below us are starting to bridge the gap, and we've just got to maybe try and get a win in one of these next few games.
Mitrovic.
Lovely spray out. What Sessegnon isn't going to get there though. When you play against these better quality teams, they do tend to be a bit better. Right. Everything looks okay so far. I mean, a point wouldn't be awfully bad, but it's the 3rd draw in a row. It's just that we're probably stagnating a bit, which I don't think is going to be the case.
Loftus-Cheek. Jonas.
O'Brien's got to switch on here.
Hazard's the one in the striking position in the middle.
Right, that's it. Good Fosu Mensah. We'll take that. Good clearance. Let's get out the other end. Right, they're going to try and go for a short one here. They are going to play a short one.
But I think attacking players favour Alan, don't they?
I think they
So
do,
he's been
yeah,
sold for a
because,
hot dog there by Hazard.
some defenders. And,
Shots on!
Oh my God.
That's flown over the bar.
well, the crowd were up on their feet there.
Got to be careful there.
Spectacular effort.
Zambo Anguissa. Time for the substitutes, I think, for Chelsea. It's Harry Winks.
Oh, it's good play.
Well, the wide man can show his skills here.
Just hasn't got the pace he possibly meant to us. You know, he's a good right back, don't get me wrong, but
Isn't it, Alan, from him in the
that was
first
meant to be a
half?
pass. But do we want someone probably more solid at right back, like quicker? Sorry, like Kevin Mbabu maybe. I don't know.
For an equaliser. Interesting to see how the second half pans out now.
Oh God, defending all over the shop here.
Shots on!
Good catch from Rico.
Well, a real treat in store.
We're in for a real game
you.
here.
Coverage on EA Sports of the Premier League fixture. Fulham. They'll be hosting Brighton and Hove Albion.
Yeah, I've had a lot of supporters get excited.
All played
about
out from the
it,
back here.
and
Come
I
on,
am
we
as
can
well.
take them on here. Let's go. Mitrovic is in here. Come on, Mitro.
He's in. Mitrovic!
Oh, spurns the chance. A big chance there. Right, we're going to make a couple of changes here. I don't know who to really bring on. I'll leave it at that for the time being. Mitrovic don't look too tired yet.
One too hard, Alan, hasn't he?
Oh, I think he shanked it, Martin. Miles off target in the end.
Right, Schürrle's going to get a run out as well. He'll probably start against Brighton, actually, in fact, as well. We'll probably start the next game.
Mitrovic. Zambo Anguissa. Hit it well!
Them shots get a mile wick, though. They're them terrible shots where you kind of
long way
hope
out.
to get a good bit of power from distance behind it. It does a light little tap.
Felipe Luis. Eden Hazard.
Got to try and plug the gaps here because Chelsea are getting through us a bit too easily. That's a great interception from Brian. Oh my God, catch it, Rico! Oh my God, he's standing there like a lemon, watching it pat the ball down like a lemon.
And this time, in a way where he can take the heat out of the situation. It was pretty hot for him just before that, wasn't it? And what a very good save.
Well, you saw how he moved about the goal there. He really does get up and down quickly. He's so agile, this keeper. To put them in front.
Oh, we've got to square the ball there. Right, it's definitely another goal in this game, and I'm going to bring on one more change. I might just take Seri off, actually. And let's get McKennie on, because I probably want to... I envisage playing him in the next game, so people might criticise me for not going for it in a way, but if we don't go for it, it's not a problem. I'll take a point against Chelsea all day long. If that had gone in, that'd been goal of the series by a country mile, considering who it was against as well. Force them to hit it long. They don't want to hit the ball long. They don't want to play long ball against us, but we're going to force them to.
Made the interception, made it look easy actually.
So he meant to a man's got to stick with his man there. He's got to stick with him. He cannot let him go like that.
Defenders unsure. Hazard definitely sure.
All the hands coming around the back.
Johansson. They've lost the ball and the counter
He's going to get that, is he, Schürrle? No, he's not.
Get it wide. It was a
Disappoint
good
him.
idea, but he couldn't find his supporting player. Felipe Luis.
The roars and cries have come on Fulham ring around the Hammersmith end here. We're trying our best, but
that's an easy cutout for the opposition. Saw the pass coming. It's 82 minutes played now.
82 minutes, squeaky bum time.
Johansson. Gone for the ball.
Ah, God, we're not going to get that winning goal, are we? We don't score late goals in this game, do we? This doesn't happen. For us, at least. I know that for a fact. It might happen for Chelsea, but I don't think it's going to happen for us.
Saw it coming, cut it out. Good work.
Oh, defensive is the case
we're
now.
in the last knockings of the game, but we're still
Oh, bollocks. Just got to switch on here.
It's that close.
Ball in.
Good
move.
Referee has chosen to add on 2 extra minutes.
Come on, Schürrle.
Well, there's one for him to chase him behind.
Ah,
David Luiz. That's his game, isn't it? Intercepting.
Ah, oh, going to be a draw on it. We couldn't get out just that little pass. And it ends a 1-1 draw. Not the worst result. I think it's our third consecutive draw, so we're dropping points like flies, but what can you do, I suppose? It's not the worst thing in the world to be doing that, so we're doing okay. We're hanging on in there in games. Where are we now in the table? I don't know. McKennie was happy he played. He didn't play much that last game, but alright, we're third now, so top 4 would be good, I think. I'll be happy with top 4. I'll be satisfied at least. Harry Winks got up to 77 now. He's growing, which is good. That's what we want to see, him grow a bit. I don't know why I'm working on his finishing. I might have to change that up, but quick check at the league table before we get into the next game. We're at Brighton at the moment. Brighton are 19th in the relegation zone. Cardiff have drawn for another game. They've got another point, so that's 4. So they're doing okay, but they're relegated, aren't they? So it doesn't really matter. They're home at West Ham today in this next episode. Brighton in the relegation zone, scrapping for their lives. Only a point from safety, though. And that position between them and Bournemouth seems to be alternating quite a bit, so we will play this next game against Brighton as well, and I have to make a number of changes here, so we have to look to try and freshen things up, I think. It's going to have to be the case. A number of changes. Right, Zinchenko in. We'll basically play the cup team we usually play for the cups, and that's going to have to be the case. I don't think I can get away with playing Winks at the moment with his fitness. I think it's a bit dodgy. And then we'll go there. Zivkovic can stick around on the bench, I think, and I think we'll go Vieto out on the right. Winks, can he play? I don't know. I want to try and keep him in mind for Leicester, so Mitrovic will get a rest. So will Seri. We'll play De La Torre in there, actually. That'd be a good move. Yeah, I'm probably going to go with that. I think that's probably our best bet, I think. Alright, we're going to rock with that. That's our strongest team we can pick in terms of resting players, and all our main players will get a 4 weeks fitness ahead of Leicester, who we can take on. I think it's Tottenham's title to lose this year. I think they will win the league in the game. Obviously not in real life, I don't think they will, but that's a strong enough team to beat Brighton, I think. We're not winning as many games now as I probably would have thought, so I'm kind of, I don't know about going up to Ultimate just yet. I don't know. I'm not afraid to before people start saying I am, because I'm clearly not, but like, we're not winning all these games at the moment. We've not really walked away with the league, so I can't really suggest, oh yeah, definitely do it. Is that going to go in? No, it's not. Right, okay. Nice midweek under the lights, dry at least, which is good. Brighton in a nice green kit. They've sold out their relegation again, as you can see there, which is nice. Owa, that is his name, Owa. Yohang Bash is in there as well. Team lineups, Rico in goals, we know for us, all the good stuff. Christie, Ream, Lamarchand, Zinchenko, a whole new back four. This back four played together in the cup. It's basically my FA Cup team used in the league game, so it's good that we've got this rotation. That's why I made the 2 signings on the left hand side, I think. So it's a good strong bench. It's definitely capable of getting something from Brighton, 100%. I want to see Ross Izquierdo in there. I think that's De Jong. Right, Matt Ryan in between the sticks. Normality. Martin Montoya, Veljkovic, the Serbian centre back, Plattenhardt, Dunk at the back. Yohang Bash, Owa, De Jong, Izquierdo. It's 4 in midfield as well. Pascal Gross sitting in behind that. Glenn Murray can lead the line. It's Andone leading the line, actually. Okay, Murray on the bench. Yeah, he is.
Fulham.
Right, before we start that, we're going to make sure all my players are
a victory this week, because last time out at home they couldn't find a winning goal. They drew against.
Right, has it moved my players around? It has, yeah. Just does a little glitch like 1 minute into the game, so it tends to do that. So we will play
Chelsea.
on.
Yeah, arguably the better team in that 1-1 draw, and I think they'll be the better team here.
Gone for the ball.
Antonio, that's so poor from Antonio. You think of someone like him who's strong, big, like, aggressive, like, you know.
Able to cut that out with some sharp movement.
Oh, Rossi's got on the complete wrong side of Martin Montoya there.
Put them in front.
Probably wanted a bit too much.
Because that could be seen as dangerous by many referees.
Whoa, I don't know what happened there.
Oh, the crowd are furious with the ref here. They were convinced that was a penalty.
Should we have had a penalty on the check? Right, okay, we're going to go check the replay in a minute. Well, I'll check the replay quickly now. It's probably a bit dodgy, but should we have had a spot kick there? The crowd suggests we should have. No. He clearly gets a block on the ball, doesn't he? To follow through, maybe that might give it away, but...
That's not completed, really.
Playing some risky stuff up in my... Oh, God, playing some risky stuff in my area here.
Got the opposition backpedaling a little bit.
Let's clear it.
Zinchenko.
So let's get it away, it's the best bet. Antonio, that's a great ball. But again, he just loses it. He makes a good run. Like, he's going to have to go in the summer. He's been pants, Antonio, and he's been absolute turd.
It's just a matter of time which game will confirm the title for them. They've led from start to very near the finish.
Oh, what a team we've witnessed.
To think we were like, right, was at top of the league at one point. We lost to Spurs, and it all went downhill from there for our title run.
That's been the word that's been at the forefront to maintain this huge gap.
This is an exercise in patience as they try to get an opening.
Oh, Antonio, mate, you've got to bury that. Because it gives away a free. It's not going. Like, it's not happened for him at Fulham, is it? It's really not. Antonio, he's been coming for relatively not expensive money, I don't think, but it's just not happened for him in the Fulham shirt. He's trying to play that role of Mitrovic, but it don't work.
Oh, very easy.
I got that low cross into Diogo Rossi there, but sadly couldn't get it in. More one from Andone.
Got his foot in to cut out the pass.
Too casual there from Zinchenko.
It's an excellent cross.
Good work from Tim Ring there at the back. Took a bit more whack there for his troubles, but got a place to squeeze up here. Have we got a shirt down there we can pass to? We do. Good run from Vieto.
With some danger to the
Fizz that in at pace.
There's still danger here.
Again, it's just, you can tell this is our second string team. It's probably not as good as our first, but it's putting up a good match at least. But we have to be reasonable with selection, and we can't, you know, some of our best players are looking gassed at the moment, so it's got to be a...
get some width into this attack.
Right, yeah, it's good header back. Got a bit worried there, but simple stuff for the keeps.
Alexander Zinchenko.
Crowd ain't happy that we're knocking it about on the back. They want me to go forward, but there's not a lot we can really do when we go forward because we're looking limited.
Can find some space here on the flanks.
That's a shocking pass. We are looking limited going forward against the better teams. Like, this is a good team to play against. If you're, this would be a very good championship side. Don't get me wrong. Good tackle.
A timely challenge. Vieto. Johansson. Rossi. Good position. They've worked this attack very well into quite a dangerous position now. Put into the middle. Oh, that's
terrible, isn't it, from Johansson? To skewed it completely wide, really, hasn't he?
No, he looked a bit
terrible
after that effort.
Was a bit embarrassed, to be fair. I would. I think if that's a series on that, I think that at least goes on target. But Rossi's passing's been a bit dreadful, really. We're not the MLS now, mate. It's not all like artificial pitches and rosy gardens and stuff. It's the Premier League. That's a great save from Rico. From I think that's Pascal Gross. To sign to say if we're not switched on, this Brighton side will come and take us.
He's put in the corner.
It's another good save there from Rico. He's been a fantastic keeper for me. Right, Marcus Andone, he's a dangerous little bugger from a corner. Get on him. Do not allow him to roll under the green.
Maybe expected a bit more, but it's 2 added minutes. Here's a chance to whip it in, and they get it away.
Half time, not much to talk about there. 0-0 crap. If I'm being brutally honest, crap. Don't think we've had a shot. Match facts. 2, yeah, we've just been tippy-tappy stuff, innit? Johansson's looking shattered already, and I mean, like, you taking the piss? Like, what's he done? He ain't done nothing apart from look good. Like, not like football-wise, but looks-wise.
And we're off and running again.
Antonio's just ran around like a headless chicken. You know, he'll be off in the summer, 110%. There's no way he's turning it round now between now and the end of the season. I've been fair.
It's with De Jong. That's a wonderful tackle.
Tim Ring playing some risky stuff at the back there.
Interception here.
You can just tell we look lost without the main, without our main back that's going to go for a goal kick.
And that will be a goal kick.
You know, we're not looking good in this game, but it just highlights Brighton's quality and where they are in the league. You know, they're down there for a reason, aren't they? They can't pick off our second string. It just shows that they're probably not the greatest side to grace the turf here, are they?
Clever ball.
Rossi's going through.
Just the keeper to beat. Letting the shot go.
And that just shows you why he's probably had a crap game for me. He's been average, and Rossi today. Expected probably a bit more, but I mean they've moved. They've done that same thing again. It must be a half thing. What am I doing there? I'm mucking right. I'll get Kamara on. I want to try and a bit more pace in that width area. Try and get him on. Unknown quantity.
Oh dear, I think it's one of those that might play on his mind now for the rest of the match.
Give it a whack. Give it a dash.
Going to bring on a fresh player now. Quick note for your diary. Make a note of this particular date. EA Sports, we've got...
Zinchenko's been an impressive signing. I think he's been quite solid for me, and I think he will get plenty of games between next season.
Yeah, I've had a lot of supporters.
Well, this is opening up for me, Mytholof. I don't know whether it's Brighton going for it.
Trying to get the ball in behind. Delivery to the far post.
Johansson! Oh.
Well, the cross looked good, but it didn't turn out that way. Johansson. Shots on here.
McKennie! Oh, right, we're going to win this. I fancy our chances. Right, we're going to get Schürrle on. And I don't want to start Zivkovic yet, because I want to play him in the next game. He started very well against them.
There's no doubt about that.
Alright, get Schürrle on. He's got quality. He's got a free kick. Awesome. FK accuracy. Well, Zinchenko's got a 76.
The moment when he can put his team in the lead here.
I don't...
Good block. Very good piece of work by the goalkeeper to turn that away.
Wanted to go short there, really, ideally.
He's gone out for a throw.
There's my players.
Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception.
Just have to stay switched on for the counter-attack here.
Next match, Alan.
They're playing Crystal Palace in the next match. Martin,
Brighton got their big derby against Palace at Selhurst Park coming up next. That'll be interesting. It's their bitter rivals. I don't know. I think it's something to do with the playoffs. Why they were such great rivals. Why they now hate each other. I don't quite know. I think it was something to do with them beating them in the playoffs or something like that. Any Brighton fans or Palace fans will let me know. Well, Torre going to go for a lob. That's an awful finesse shot. Bell Stevens coming on. So just Brighton are probably going to shut up the shop here. So. That'll be interesting as well. Antonio!
Well, that's the opener, and it's been coming. The better side.
I don't believe it. I slag him off all game when he goes and pops up with a great little header, and we do make it 1-0. I mean, that's superb, isn't it? I mean, I probably sound a bit flat in this episode, but it's concentration again. It's a lovely little header. It's a deft little flick. He rises like a salmon. Look at that. Flicks it over the head of Matt Ryan. And somehow we do take the lead. This was designed for a 0-0 snooze fest. Antonio, to be fair to him, he's scored another one. I think it's 6 now, 5 for the season, so it's not awful. But he feels like generally okay in the game, but he hasn't played well for it. The link-up's been poor. Like with Mitrovic, you get good link-up play, and that's probably another area I want to look to go down. Like a strong striker who will be his sort of like battler. I saw like a Raul Jimenez, I think, at Wolves, who's only on loan from Benfica, will be an option. Got to switch on here. Well, and Zinchenko, he's been solid for me. Good left back. Definitely challenge Brian, I think. Just keep Landone on. Keep Landone on there. Oh my God! What time? Just use it. They're not going to get to us just yet if we just play our stuff. There we go. On, got all the midfield here. We can just knock that left. That's it. Good work, Schürrle.
In a wide position. Danger to the opposition from Schürrle. Alexander Zinchenko.
Unlucky. Not the greatest of crosses. Thought he was bending like Beckham. Glenn Murray's coming on now. Brighton desperately need to get the 3 points here, or at least something if they want to try and stay in the division.
An extra potential goal scorer brought on.
My ball. Thank you, ref.
Not going to go down with a
we're going to be kind. Not going to be fair. We're not going to allow them that chance to get back into the game. I don't think. We don't want to. We need the 3 points more than anyone.
The last knockings of the game, but we're still on the edge of our seats here. It's that close.
83 minutes played. Can Brighton get a goal back? I don't know.
Stevens. When we see another goal in this very tight game.
For some reason, it's moved my players around again. I'm not going to muck about a bit really, but I'm going to bring Lamartian back at the back because we need to have our correct.
One goal between the two teams. 5 minutes to go now.
I don't believe it. Oh.
Hangs on.
Right, take our time here. Just hang on, Fulham. We can do this. Just hang on. We'll be fine. Be a good win for us.
Well, this is fascinating, and the crowd are loving the drama that we're watching here.
Good pass and move.
Goal in it in favour of the home team.
Yeah, careful that they don't start celebrating too quickly and that the players feel they've won the
It's the
game
90th minute now. How long are they? Oh, Brighton. 3 minutes. Okay, we've got to knock it around the back for 3 more minutes. People must watch this and think what an idiot I am, but.
David Prepper.
Full time, get in. We do win that game 1-0. It's a big win. Couple of draws there. A big 3 points to push us up a little bit, elevate us. It's a big win. Happy with that. You can't complain, can you? It's positive. Right, so we've got Leicester away next, and we're going to wrap up this episode. If you do like it, guys, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. We're back in second now, so that's looking good, and we see you all for the next episode.